Today we are going to have a discussion on issues of youth. And first, before we start the session, I just want to let everyone know that this program is not politically affiliated or sponsored by anyone. So, the theme for today is Youth Rising for a Better Tomorrow and Transforming Politics and Shaping the Future. Without much ado, I'll welcome everyone to this program and to this session, and I'll give everyone a chance to introduce themselves in just 30 seconds for everyone. I'll start with the lady on my right, please.
Hi everyone, Hope Akoth Mbori. Here as a neutral party. Thank you and welcome to the session.
Good evening. My name is Mario Nakoko.
Good evening. My name is Bill Clinton.
Good evening to you all. My name is David Odhiambo.
Hello each and everyone. My name is Elvis Ouma.
Hello, I'm Modi Nick.
Yes, evening everyone. I'm Osumo Emmanuel.
Good evening everyone. I'm Boya Samuel, the Director of Farons East Africa Limited. Thank you.
Good evening everyone. I'm Amos Otieno.
Oyareuru, I'm Lennox Otieno, Rongo University.
Hi everyone. I'm Brighton Young Odhiambo.
Okay, thank you for that. And what I'll just have to add on top is that let's know that we are here to hear from our fellow people. It's not much more of politics, but what we consider is right and the change that we want. And do we really want that change, or do we really want to be participate in those issues of change, or do we just want change but not collaboratively offer and suggest on the issues of the change? So I don't know if it's okay, you guys talking about the aspirants you are going to represent, or we just go with the flow. Which one do you prefer? You can lift your hand, then Is it okay for you guys talking about the reps you are representing here, the aspirants you are representing, or we just go with the flow? Okay.
I think by the time you give somebody time to speak, we begin by saying who you're representing. Yeah.
Can I say something? I'd rather we just talk, but because there's a way someone will talk that suggests that he's talking about a specific aspirant. So by the time you'll be asking your fellows questions, by that time we will know the specific aspirant you're talking about. That's according to me.
Let me support the fact that we are all here. I guess the invite was given to each and every party. So as you're seated here, you are representing a certain candidate. So when you are given the floor to speak, actually what you are supposed to be doing is to sell your candidate to the public, because this is the platform. So if you want to go with the flow, I don't think if it's going to be right that you are here to represent a certain candidate and then now you step it down on the foot. Kindly.
Anyone else with a different suggestion? So which one do you go with, the former one or the latter? Marion's suggestion or Hope's suggestion? And I'm just hearing from ladies. I don't know about the gentlemen in the house. Oh, Bill did contribute. Okay, fine. We'll start as you guys consult, and just to open the forum, my first question is, what does youth power means to you in one sentence? I'll start on my left. What does youth power means to you? Fine, you can pass the mic.
What does youth power means to me? Yeah, youth power, it means that a youth has the right to do what is right and to express their democracy. As my aspirant that has sent me here, he has taught us that we should advocate for youths so that youths can know their power politically, economically, and they have the freedom to express that power in any way that is right in the Constitution.
Anyone else?
Hi once again. According to me, youth power this is a situation where the youth have stepped up and decided to become one and want leadership that is by the people and not for the people. Exactly my point.
Yes, according to me, youth power, this is just a way of enabling youths to express their emotions and their feelings, and they are heard, and the outcome or the feedback that will be brought in will be negative and will enable them to do whatever they are able to do and to express their feelings.
Thank you. So I think youth power is a situation whereby the youths are coming up, they are rising to accept their roles and responsibilities in politics and leadership.
According to me, youth power is a collaborative platform where the youths team up together and make their aspirations and aspirations well known to the people so that they can always be heard and they have a space within the political niche that they can always express themselves, be understood and not misunderstood, because currently we are seeing a situation where the youths are not really understood the way they are talking, but someone might end up misinterpreting them. So if we have that collaborating platform where we can express ourselves as youths and team up together so that we can transform the political sphere positively, I think that is a good youth power.
Yes, according to me, actually youth power is a team whereby youths come together and collaborate. And when they form this team, they actually can issue out their needs. They can say whatever they want. They can express their right via this team, via this space. That is it.
Okay, according to me, I think that's the desire to accept changes and also to raise their voice when something is wrong.
Anyone else? It's okay. Thank you for those responses. So actually that brings me to the next question. Just connected to that, we've seen scenarios about youths rising up and showing what they want to do. My question is, do youths really want the power, or they just there for visibility? Do youths really want power, or they are just there for visibility? Who wants to go first? Do youths really want power, or they are just there for visibility? Okay.
Yes, according to me, actually youths really wants power. And they only need this power when it goes to the right person. And this right person actually will lead the youth and the whole team in a good space, in a good manner. So the answer is yes. Youth really wants the power. Thank you.
Okay, the question about whether youth need power or not is quite clear and straightforward. Of course, the youths need power and they deserve to have that power within them so that at least we can have a generation where creativity is at its peak. Because we've tried the previous generations, and apparently this is another generation that is rising up that need to be heard. They need that space so that they can express whatever the motives, the ambitions that they have within themselves, so that that transformation is something that goes through the younger lineage, so that we have a better future as we try to move forward.
I would answer that this way. The youths need power, and we can confirm that by the recent happenings that we've been seeing. Thank you. I don't think the youths want visibility, but I think they want power, because with the recent happenings that we've been seeing, the recent political happenings we've been seeing throughout the country, starting from the protest of 2024, that is June, the youths came up. And in fact, the reason as to why the youths are coming up is because for a long time, political decisions have been made for the youths without them. So the youths have realized that it is time they wake up, it is time they rise, and we've been seeing lots of these youths rising and vying for these political positions. So I think the youths are living at the present times, and they understand the challenges that their fellow youths face more than the adults understand. So I think it is high time we go towards that direction, because at the end of the day, we need to end the cycle. There is continuous recycling of old politicians who do not even understand what the youths want. At the end of the day, we end up suffering because of making wrong political choices.
I think youths needs visibility first before power, because when we are visible, we can be heard, we can be listened to, and they can understand what we say. So when you have these, when we are visible out there, when Gen Z they were in the streets, they became visible, and now we are here because there was a movement that was formed because of Gen Zs. Now we have the power because you are visible. So we need visibility to be heard, to be listened to be understood. So I think visibility is much important than power, because power has been there for all those years. We've been having power. From Rome, nyaka kawuono wan gi power go. There is no big change nikech power nitiere. To visibility moro ni koro youths nyalo bedo hard has not been there. So I think we should advocate for the visibility that Gen Zs have now advocated for in the millennials. That's why even we are now here. So we need to be visible first so that we can express our power. Thank you.
Good evening again. I'm talking about, do the youths really want power, or they want visibility? To me, the youths want power, and I'll narrow it down a little bit. The youths want power. As I'm talking about youths wanting power, I want to not pose a question, but from what I've heard or seen being quoted once or twice, is power being given or is power being taken? Talking about youths wanting power, we are going to talk a situation whereby it is a collective responsibility of the youths to be in power. And when I talk about youths being in power, I'm not going to narrow it down to only one situation or one-sided, to a situation whereby the youths just want a youth. I'm going to talk about the youths wanting a leader or wanting power that's really aligning, or whose ideologies really supports them. And to me, youths really want power.
Yes, on response to that, youths need power. Yes, of course. I'll respond in this way. You see, if they didn't want this power, they could have not turned up the way they are turning up to show they are what they want for the nation, or whatever they want for the new generation that is coming in. And for this, yes, they are trying to be visible, but they are not being given that chance. In that whenever you try to rise, they will demoralize you, and you will not get that chance to express your feelings according to whatever you want or the changes you need to make. And this, when they come together and they engage that power together, I think they can go far by helping this generation to reach or to attain whatever they want.
Me as I talk, I may say that youth needs power. Reason being, you see, like now by the government you are in now, it has been formed just because of youth. And the thing is, the thing that is going on now is now between youths and the government. As the government do their own things, only the youth they come out. As the time they have come out, they are going to be visible, as they are going to be seen. Not the thing they are going to be seen first, as when they need power. I may say that youth need for power first.
Okay, according to me, I don't want to talk about youth. I am a youth, and what I need is power. And power cannot come without visibility. So we want power and visibility.
Good evening once again. An gimang'eyo iwacho gani jomatindo eteko jomadongo, to jomadongo erieko jomatindo. In as much as youth really want power, we must coexist with the millennials or any other generation to ensure ni wawuotho kanyakla. You know, when you give power to the youth particularly, and there is no mixture, then they say that people can get drunk with power. Yeah, so we need the guidance of the old, even as youth get hold of power. Now, straight to the question, I really feel that youth have played a critical role, especially in the civic education in this generation. They have enlightened the whole country, and even it happens everywhere across the globe. With their online platforms and the things they do, they have demonstrated that they can lead given opportunity, and they can also engage in decision making. So I really feel that youth should be brought on board because that is the direction the world heads to. We can see even Captain Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso is a youth, and he's been doing good. So youths have demonstrated across the globe that given power, they can do something, but again, they need guidance. As I began, I said, jomadongo erieko jomatindo, to jomatindo eteko jomadongo. So the youth have the energy and the zeal to push something going, and we need the wisdom of those who have been there before us for proper guidance. Thank you.
Let me say I want to support my two brothers who said youths need both visibility and power. You know, visibility is one thing and power is another thing. And the two can correlate. Now, visibility is all about being seen, being known, and being noticed. While power is all about having the control, the ability to control and influence. You can never control or influence without being visible. It's like having light and having a table. And then you have your light hid somewhere under the table. You know, when that light is under the table, are you really going to be able to see anything that you're doing, maybe in the dark? Let's say that. You have to have that light on top of that table so that it can illuminate the room where you are. So youth need both visibility and power. Without visibility, I think power is also something like, we're not going to talk about it. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Is there anyone you're leaving behind? It's okay, it's okay. Now, I just want to remind you that, oh, fine.
Thank you. I would want to politely disagree with the point that I've had. I don't think youths should be brought on board. I think youths have already realized that, the continued narrative of bringing youths on board is false. So I think the youths have realized that. And they are not waiting to be brought on board, but in fact, they are inviting themselves on board. And that is one, by vying for these political positions. So I don't think we should wait. It is like telling a youth that you people will be leaders of tomorrow. You will be future leaders. But that future doesn't, you don't have to wait for that future because it will not come at the end of the day when you're waiting for it. So as youths, we should not wait to be brought on board. There are these political positions like the MCAs, like the MCA position, like the MP position. Youths should wake up and vie for these political positions, because when you read, that is Article 99 of the Constitution, it qualifies, it indicates, and it explains the qualifications of one to be a member of parliament. And I've not seen anywhere where it is written in that article that it should be, to maybe adults, right? It qualifies everyone from a certain, there are some qualifications that are listed here, there. So if you can read that, then it qualifies, including the youths. That is.
Thank you. It seems that's a really interesting topic that we should go deeper into it, but time doesn't allow. So thank you for understanding. Okay, I'll just remind you guys that we are live at Triple Tree Media Kenya on YouTube and Doma Bay TV on Facebook. So I'll quickly go to the next question. And this question was triggered with Mboya's response and Bill. And the question is, we speak of elders not listening. Are we also guilty of not listening to each other? We speak of elders not listening. Are we also guilty of not listening to each other as youths?
Okay, it's a very interesting question. I truly believe that the level of technology has played a great role or impact on what we do as a society. Basically, many youth do not feel guilty because they do the right thing. All the same, you find that you can't find a complete home. Utapata watoto wengine wakorofi, some wazuri, but that is a society. So I feel when you ask that, are we not guilty or something, I would say, to me, to an extent, the reality is the society today, we can't survive as a generation. We need all generations on board. We need the elderly need us. However, because the elderly have been there for quite a long time, I think that it is time the exit stage for the youths to take over. Now, youths who are to take over, the fundamental questions we should ask ourselves, from what point of view do you want to take over? Have you been playing a key role in the day-to-day activities or day-to-day life of our members in the society, or you are nowhere to be seen and you want to seize the opportunity that comes with the Gen Z revolution or such like stuffs? So we need all leaders on board. I mean youths on board. We need the aged on board. We need Generation Alpha. Everybody is needed on board for us to coexist effectively. One last point in regard to that. For any government, we've always had handing over and taking over of leadership after every general election, unless it is monarchical or maybe such things, hereditary or so forth. But now, where we do general elections, the presidential systems, you find that those who have been there for quite some time, they hand over to the incoming regime. Now, the incoming regime could be new to the system, and they need the guidance of those who have been there before them to take over. So, those coming in could be youths, but they also need the wisdom and clear roadmap from those who have been there. And this you can only get when we dig deep into the archives of our systems and maybe through the civic educations, which anyone can do. So the youth is an overrated thing. I feel like we should talk of away from talking about youth, to what extent is someone a youth? Are you a youth when you look young, or you are a youth when you are 35 and below? Because we have young members of parliament like Babu Owino, who today is not in the age bracket of a youth. But because he's a young parliamentarian, we say that youthful leaders. So we could have leaders who are youthful in their 40s, their 30s, and even 20s. But when we talk about age, then I think to an extent we will be leaving a big chunk of the youthful leadership out of matrix. Thank you.
Anyone else?
Okay, allow me make this statement. I think the youths are not guilty of not listening to anyone. As a matter of fact, seemingly, hypothetically, from what is happening currently in this country, is like the main crime that we have as a generation is the fact that we are young. That is the main crime that we have as a generation. And you could ideally attribute this to so many factors. The generations that are there ahead of us are not quite candid to listen to us. In fact, anytime you raise a point, they vilify you based on your age. You are talking and you are young. So what are you really talking? Do you have enough experience? So this really draws a lot of questions between experience and age. And also, on factual basis, whatever is possible, the kind of things that can happen within the theoretical framework and practical framework. So these things have really made us to, I think as a young generation, we are being misunderstood. We are being misunderstood, and we don't have that space where you can practically express yourself and bring out those ideas that you have as a youth, because they tell you you don't have an experience. For a fact, I think this is the generation that is the most learned, because I would, even if we do a random check here, you will realize that if not all, then majority have gone through the university system here. And that shows already that this is an empowered generation. These are people that need to be given that space and opportunity to really showcase whatever they have in their brains. We have the best ideas, we have the best ideologies, but it's only that we are still going through the long frameworks that had been laid that more or less are more or less bureaucracy. So because there are people that have already built STEM for themselves in the name of being elderly, in the name of being more experienced, they have laid a foundation of bureaucracy where there are so many steps that you need to reach before you're reaching a solution. As a matter of fact, if right now you ask me if I need to reach Bill, how many steps should I make? It is practical, I'll do. But if you go through the elder generations and you ask the same question, they'll give you a long theoretical framework of whatever you need to do as an individual to reach Bill. While it is something that you can easily see, that is Bill. Let me make a step and move. And I think that is something that we really need to address. And if we address that, as a generation, as a country, we are going to really make massive steps. Thank you.
Okay, before I give anyone else the mic, I'll just have to remind you that we'll try to stick to 1 minute for each person. Try to maximize your 1 minute, or you can use your 30 seconds. It depends how wordy you are. So anyone else wants to add something about we are blaming elders that they're guilty. That's what Gen Zs are saying. So as youths, are we also guilty of not listening to each other?
Yeah, I think I want to start by saying when we talk of the elderly not listening, because it's all about listening, And when we talk about listening, there's what we call communication in between. Now, for you to be listened to, or when the term listening comes into question, there must have been something that is going south between the elderly and the youth. Now, I know the youth want to be listened to. Of course, we want to be listened to. But again, there's this one sure fact that we really have, we must not shy away from, is that two wrongs can never make a right. Yeah. So in as much as we are saying that the elderly are not listening to us, is there a way that we can find appropriate to pass our information so that at least we have the ground levelized? Because ni kama inenda rakachacha to in driver. So you expect ni sama nketintire jo drivers moko ma very rogue ndaraka. To inyi so wagani sama ine steering ine mai normal. Koro adan mondo wangi from this angle ni that elder midwar ni mundu owinjini kawe kangama is very abnormal, so that in midwa make the approach to make your communication pass to them so that they listen in a my normal. So you find a way, or we find a way of bringing up our issues or raising our issues up to them. Nikechukua chako dhao, now they're not listening, we are not listening. Onge kumwa brodhie. Thank you.
You want to speak?
Mumondi konang waduoru jonyuolwa kendo chako mumondi konang jonyuol bendo nego luor nyithindo. Koro wan youth sani wacho ni wachayo jonyuol bedongo chechu. If it means that it's something that is 50-50. So basically I will say we are just, if you're born, that you know that going to the toilet eirabolo egima bear, that is what you will try to do. Even if somebody is trying to explain the essence ni kagweno de kaya charo chame timbi chaki chame oken gima bear. So we will not consider it as a big sin ne youths ochayo jonyuol ama jonyuol ochayo youths. It's equal. That is a way that now we understand. If we do this way, if I'm told that Lennox, you are supposed not to kill that thing, then if I killed it, because I understand that when I kill it is when it will understand that it should not be here. So I will have to kill it so that it cannot be there. So it will be normal to me that that is the way things are. So because that is the way the things are, that is the way that you have to do the things, so that the other party can understand better, and I will not go to the street so that my legs can be short. So I think it's 50-50 and it's good. Yeah.
Okay, before I pass the mic, there's one who joined us. I'll give you the mic. You say your name, then in just 1 minute you tell us what power means to you. You're welcome.
Thank you so much, the panelists and the fellow youths of Kasipul. Allow me greet you in the name of God. Good evening. By name, I'm Odhiambo Lavan, a student leader at Maseno University. I'm very sorry to be late. Maseno is very far. I'm doing some 1, 2, 3 back in school. So I just had to start late. Somehow the journey started late. I was waiting on something. I came here to represent Mheshimiwa Daniel Okindo Majiwa, because I also feel there's something that I really feel he is the best man who fits in the position of Kasipul constituency. Now you asked me of what power is according to me. Power is just exercising authority over the people, leading them in the right direction. They say a leader shows the way, goes the way, and the blah, blah, blah. So power is not all about misusing the office and all that. If you have the power to influence and to guide and to bring change. Thank you. Then at the last question, you've talked about the place of the youth in the current society, right?
No, the youths blame the elders that they don't listen.
Now I get you. Thank you so much, youths, especially Kasipul youths. We don't need to blame the elders. It is our time, and where there is a will, there is a way. Take an example of Babu Owino. The guy is going for governorship, whether they like it or not. He believes in himself. As Kasipul youths, if we believe that we are the change, we don't need to consult. If we really believe that if a youth is there, then he will do this and this, then we don't need to go kneeling down for them. It is us to take the mantle and do it. Somebody spoke about the elders telling us we need to have experience for us to be in a table with them. Where will we get the experience if we don't get involved? So let us involve ourselves. We don't need to beg them. It's our time. They say we are the leaders of the future. The future is now. If right now, like my friend, as an example, if we had 20 years to his current age, and we had 20 years to that elder, maybe the elder will not be there, but for him, he will be in the place of the elder. For him to have the experience of that elder, he must start exercising that power now. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. You wanted to say something? Or you're amesema yote, pole. Load the new ones. So, some of us are claiming that youths are not listening. Some are saying that we don't have to go to the youth. The elders are not listening. Some of us say we don't have to go to those elders. But since we have those people who are saying elders are not listening and they're already guilty, my question is, us as youths, how can we work together with the elders for leadership? Because, of course, there are those elders who want those leadership positions, the same way youths want those positions. So how can we collaboratively work together with them? Mike, going once.
Okay, thank you for the chance. When you come to the elderly, winjo kata moro gi wacho ga ni jomatindo timutimo go moroa. Like me, I've been interacting with them. When I emergency timo go eko, ber negi seche moko. Jomoko bende kwedo. You see that? Ama jomoko kwedo no ero as long achaka wacho niya. Telo mantiere sani as the choice of presidency. Oloke kakoro nini momiji kage. Lemo momiji piny kage. Omien ke Gen Zs. Dino gi walk oko. This thing could be like this. Just because of us. So we as young people, elderly, kama jomadongo goeko, we need to also support them, and they also need to support us. As they support us, gi support gik matimo mamoro gi. Kech wado gi sano kama wachi niya, wi jok chalre. Kama machi lelo kosa ngowa, oko siro. Koro sama gete timore ma jodongo bende, gibenda no support gi yende. We need to come out as young people and we have for these positions for them also to support us. Kechkonyo sani, sagibe ntimre nade. Jomoko donga enya jokama, jomoko dongo. And we youths, we are coming out to support all these things. And as you come out to support an elderly, it's not bad to support yet. And you also need to come out as a Gen Z and you have the chance to finally to vie for these positions. And we also need to support them and they also need to support us. Thank you.
When I tackle that, we see the young generation, they are educated. They have gone through education, the system. They know the communication, how they can communicate to the elders. But when you go and you flash back how you will communicate to the elders, they won't hear that. Now this will make the young generation, they have to push for it. For them to be heard, they have to push for it because there is just a way you talk, no action, they just say, oh, let us just put them down there still. They are not being given any chance to perform. Yes, experience, they have to teach us. Through them, we'll get that experience. But they have to give, at least, there's an average percentage they give to the youths to give them a chance. They express their views and they also be heard. And through that, I think that mode of communication will help. Not only that they don't want to hear the youths, but when they hear the youths, they give them that chance. At least this will help bring them up and will help them to perform their duties and to get that experience also, that they also, remember, even them, they never had that experience when they started this thing. But through through the empowerment, they were empowered through someone else, and they got that experience, they are performing that duty. They should also do it to the young generation also. They give them that chance, they do whatever task they are given. That's where they will know this one is experienced or not. Thank you.
Please, let's restrict to 1 minute. Let the guy, Mboya, go first, then.
Okay, today I'm here courtesy of a youth, that is Honorable Eddie Joseph. And that is a young man, someone of our age, someone that I really envy the steps that he has made, which is quite bold enough. Let me take it this direction. Currently, as we speak, life expectancy has gone down as low as 56 years currently. At 56 years, if we keep on being denied this opportunity and this space, you will die with the same vision that you really had, that you wanted to put through all your life. Mark, what do you think a 70, a 60, or 80-year-old adult who is retired, who served, and even reach a point where the government now says his productivity has gone down, let him go and rest, being recycled in the name of a political post because we don't have an age cap for them to serve? They come and take this opportunity where a young man who is still vibrant with a lot of vision could still drive us forward and make us achieve our dreams. Isn't that too much to say that someone is selfish or full of themselves? I think that is selfishness. Because for a matter of fact, he has served. He's only there to maybe protect his empire that he has built over the years that the Lord has granted him on earth. He's not there to serve anyone. And that is why they go there, sleep in the parliament, sleep there. During the parliamentary sessions, an old man, 70-year-old, is sleeping, snoring. No performance, no ideology, no single bill to sponsor in a parliamentary session. So this person will end up going through that system, and then we support and say the elderly are experienced. What kind of experience? They are experienced at sabotaging dreams that can really go further and aspire and make change to the generations. As a result, I think, let me say that the current generation that are holding power are denying service to humanity because they are not creating space for creativity. This is someone who grew up and as a child used to stay when he's asked in a classroom that, what do you aspire to be? I want to be a president. He grows up a little bit, what do you want to become? Yeah, I'm wondering. I want to be maybe a member of parliament. Until it reaches a point, he's now gone as low as an MCA. Nothing to offer.
Okay, I'll just say one thing. I want to agree with him because when you look at some of the challenges that we are having currently, they need new solutions. I would say that gidwaro paro manyien, and paro manyien ge seche moko wang'eyo kata kien ge janyuolni, they will tend to think towards a certain direction. Ma some of the challenges ma office kaka jomatindo kata ma office kaka jo KASIPUL dwaro solutions moko manyasani, to ng'eny jonyuolwa gi maybe ok gipar towards that direction. Giparo solutions ma are outdated. So I think conversation monego wabed go kodgi en niya, ere gimomiyo wan kaka jomatindo onego wabed e leadership positions because ngamatin at the end of the day nikech we live at the present times and we understand the present times more than they do because maybe gin dak ndalo moko ma kane ng'ato tieko school kata maybe a form 4 to nonyalo yudo tich, but that doesn't happen now. It doesn't. So how can we engage them in this conversation magi understand na problems more face dwaro solutions makama to jok mage mantiere gi roadmap mar chiwo solutions mag shida go. So I think what we need to have with our parents, kaka I was watching again adults, we need to have a conversation with them. We need to sit down with them and tell them why the young people should be in leadership positions. Thank you.
An gi penjo ne ji ariyo kunyalo yieno. Sani onyuola donge to adongo to nyisa ni yo mida bedo ko jamuko nyathini en kidhi school. Ko kidhi school to chano chomi. I am a youth. I am born where I cannot support myself financially to be a leader, let's say so. And we're saying that these our parents currently, they can't bring new ideas because they are old. We are young, we can have those new ideas. To konyola ni ka this school ka nyaka be jamoko. Don ka nyola mana gi parent nani tangya ni kadwa bedo politician to nyaka team this thing. Manyiso ni there is a line that I have to follow for me to reach there. So it means even now as a youth, when I want an opportunity, and my parents didn't mentor me that Lennox, you need to do this and this to become what you want in leadership. Now we're saying that as youths, we need to be independent. Now limit your mind within KASIPUL, within the peripheries of KASIPUL, and say, a youth is coming up. We have the kind of ED, we have Boyd and the others. Let us now say ED is coming up because of the parents. Are we advocating for youth or are we advocating for the family? It's just something to ask. Thank you.
Okay, before anyone answers that, Lavan, please say what you wanted to say first.
Thank you so much. Mine is very simple. I'll tend to come back to KASIPUL politics. But if it is all about national politics, then we need to do away with the old system for us to have fresh blood in leadership. So through that is when we can talk about the youths and all that. We can only get there if we do away with the old system. That will take us time. Now I'm back to KASIPUL politics. We are talking about youths taking places and all that. For me, I'm thinking about development, youth empowerment, education, and security of the people. We came here as youths. We are the same people being used by these people we called old. It is the same youths being used to kuenda kukata fellow youth. Hao wenye wanakatwa, they are not old people. Wenye wanawakata, they are not old people. We came here to talk about KASIPUL. Now one, how ready are we to change the current situation? And who best suits the seat? One, somebody who have, unajua wanasema penye moshi hapakosi nini moto, si ndio? If we have all these almost 64,000 members of KASIPUL constituency, then somebody dies, then your name is mentioned out of the 64,000. There must be something around this. Another thing, you are telling us to support a youth, but you are not telling us what this youth can bring on the table. I'm somebody who is learning through bursary and all that. Nimesoma hapa St. Philip's Nyabondo. Ukinipea bursary ya 2K, I understand the weight of that. But you want me to support somebody who don't even know bursary inasaidia mtu aje. Somebody who has never even lived in KASIPUL, ajue shosho ako na shida gani. In the name of youths, let us sit here as youths, then bring the change through somebody who will say that enough about insecurity. Somebody was just killed here in India ya kwenda Onanda. Somebody, an employee works somewhere here, a government employee. Vitu kama hizi, who can come with a solution to correct this thing? We are not here to please these people. this person you are calling a youth, who are the people surrounding him? The same people who surrounded the old person you are calling. So for us, there is no solution in him. The only solution is doing away with the person. So I really wish, as we talk, we come back to Kasipul, because I believe the talk was all about Kasipul. Sindio? So let's argue based on what is there in the ground. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Please restrict to 1 minute. If it's a question, 20 seconds.
I think I really like what my brother is saying. I was really waiting for that. That is the direction. We should stick to Kasipul politics. Who will lead us, why, how, and from when. The narrative surrounding these stories of that, I think we should go to the discussion of aspirants, because that is what we are looking forward to. Yeah, because we wasted much time from 6, we began 1 hour later, and we will close before we even talk about what brought us here. So I think the question should be restricted to aspirants, what they want to do, and what they intend to do, what they've done, and so forth. Please, be guided.
Okay, thank you for that. But according to the theme, it was general. We were waiting for you guys to pick it up. But thank you. As we now shift to that direction, I'll make it a general one. Then we go strictly to the Kasipul. People talking of supporting youths as the aspirants. People have come here to represent different aspirants. And everyone is claiming that, yeah, it's a claim. I'm not sure, we don't know their ages, that they are youth. So, question is, are youths prepared to clean their own house first? Who wants to go first? The aspirants are youths. Are they prepared to clean their house first? Who wants to go first?
Yeah, I think you only clean the house when it is dirty. But the person I'm representing is a clean guy. So I will go with the adage that says that the new broom sweeps clean, whereas the old broom knows all the corners. So you either choose whether your house will be clean in the front or all corners will be taken care of. Now, straight to what you asked, I feel I'm here to represent Mheshimiwa Philip Aroko, who is my boss and incoming Member of Parliament Kasipul. The reality check as of today is that we've been having bad politics in the history of our constituency for close to 10 years. And I think it is a direction that we should never go. How do we close and seal that door of bad leadership? The only way is to bring in someone who is not affiliated to the past politics of this constituency. One who has demonstrated before that he can lead, and one who has been with our people from the very beginning. The discussion we should have as Kasipul is not for opportunists or people who are seizing opportunity because something shows up. Have you walked the journey with the Kasipul people? What have you demonstrated before? And if given opportunity, I will talk about my boss or the incoming Member of Parliament. I'm pleased to hear my brother talking about Honorable Edie. I think they are all youths. When we began by the discussion around youth, the most important question which I asked and nobody answered was the incoming Member of Parliament should either be youthful or a youth, because we have youthful leaders who are not youths. They are youthful in the sense that they understand the language of youths. What they do demonstrate that they can take care of the youths, but their age surpasses that of 35 years. And if you have to restrict ourselves to 35 years and below, what guarantee do we have that this person who wants to assume office is credible and can be, like people can put trust in this person for the positions of Member of Parliament? Yeah, so I think because of time, because we were given 1 minute, I don't want to go beyond that, but that is the discussion we should have. Thank you.
I'm here to present Okindo Madziwa, who is a very youthful leader. I will start with a question. Erega kinyalo di e polo kapo ni oketho. Nyaketho. Okindo en ng'ama owar. To ka en ng'ama owar, to en ng'ama ong'e yuecho, osetemo yuecho ga, en gi experience e yuecho, kendo nyalo yueyo Kasipul kam rach. Education bursary choro ngana somo rongo. He has given us bursaries. Okindo has done his best. Insecurity has been in Kasipul, and Okindo is in a position to solve that issue with a lot of experience, being that he is a youthful person. He is experienced in that field of leadership, mentorship. For me to talk here, it means that I have been in a table with Okindo, and he has told me, Lennox, for you to survive in this life, you have to do this and this. And for me to be here to present that guy, I always believe that when I support somebody with my fellow youths, because I know everybody here is supporting Okindo. Atawe bana, don't you support Okindo? You see, he has to smile because he knows what Okindo will bring to Kasipul constituency. Koro, Okindo is the best person Kasipul nyalo dwaro, onge ng'ato mopogore. Erokamano.
Telling the time. Okay. And for gender sensitivity, I'll just need a lady to speak also.
Thank you so much. Mimi Muani is mame. Now, are youths ready to clean the house? We are very ready and more than ready. We only have tools, 2 tools for us to clean the house. We shouldn't be too much noisemakers in the name of Gen Zs without IDs and voting cards. There was a link that was running in the WhatsApp groups for you to validate if you are a voter. Unfortunately, in one of our opponents' group, tulianza kuongea like validate for us, then you screenshot. Most of the people started lefting the group, meaning we only make noise, but we don't understand where our noises go to. This is one thing I want to emphasize on. I came to represent Mheshimiwa Okindo Majiwa because I know what he is capable of doing and what he has done. One, during Corona period, already Majiwa was existing. You people in the community, you understood, he brought food for the people during that time. Apart from that, when the school resumed, Mheshimiwa Okindo Majiwa alishonea wanafunzi nguo. And at least in your school, let me know, I don't know where you came, in your village school, 10 students got dresses and shorts and all that. He supported education. This is one way to tell you that this guy, despite not being in office, he can do it. Right now, my brother is studying in Rongo, walipata bursary. I'm in Maseno. I came following for bursary of Kasipul constituency. The first question I was asked in the office is that the Dauja party, because I come from Ashosh, the Dauja party, unaona, for us to stop such nonsense, we have to clean the house. The house is in a mess. Mheshimiwa Daniel Okindo Majiwa anapeana bursary. The Rongo, for me, we got 100,000 shillings. Na ni mimi nilipeleka hiyo check to Maseno University. Apart from that, there are those whom he sponsored. Like my friend here, kama hajawaambia, he's fully sponsored by Mheshimiwa Daniel Okindo Majiwa. Anasoma Rongo. There is another girl, pia. Now, to conclude, Mheshimiwa Daniel Okindo Majiwa, apart from being a God-fearing man, hajawahi oa. He doesn't have a blood in his hand. So my plea with you as youths, even Oburu Odinga is a Gen Z. So it is not all about age. It is all about bringing development and empowering the youth. Then lastly, there is a program running. It started in East Kamagak that Mheshimiwa Daniel Okindo Majiwa is empowering youths. In the group of 10, mnapewa the generator or car washing machine. I was there when he was launching it, and I'm a beneficiary. So we are still rolling it out. He started with East Kamagak with a reason, because they have 5 aspirants. Na hapo pia anataka kura. So this man is not an old man. He's a youth who understands what the youths want. Thank you.
I hope you are still answering the issue of, do we really want to sweep the house? or not? So I hope that's the... Do you want to answer that? Yeah, please answer that.
When we have many sweepers in a house, they will be confused. West Kamagax has many sweepers. They are confused to sweep their house first. That's, I'm talking still, just kwe mus. Koru, wadwa ywecho maler. Wamany joma nyalo ywecho maber mondo waywe kasipul. Gik miyweyo is insecurity. Mar ariyo, nyithindo nyaka som. Mar adek, nyaka wabede gi health care mo ma fine. Onge gi ma fine, just underline the word fine. Ka wasebedo ni wanyalo wan gi leaders manyalo yweyo mano. Ket onge gi monya ywe kopogore gi mano e kasipul gi weche pi. Then we are good to go. To ng'anya ywe kata undo ng'eyo ni en jadolo Okindo.
Thank you for this opportunity. Adwa bedo clear nikech ang'eni mam wa watch gima awacho kasani. Okada wacho weche mang'eny. Kasipul ka wach mada wacho en mana achiel, be ok ging'eny. Ka ging'eny to ginya bedo ariyo kende. Ka en wach yweche mwawuoye to ng'ata mosechung' Kasipul constituency we waywegi mago yugi machon gi waywe waket oko mar ot mondo ot obede mondisore matin. To dhi ndisore nang'o? Wadhi kawo kombe moti, cushions moti mag kombegi, lewni moti te wagolo oko to wakawo gik manyien ma wanyiewo gik manyien kendo wakete odwani. Odni dhi bedo mondisore ba. Wawe wuondore gi ng'at moro ma awinjo ko ji temo wache mang'eny ma udhi wacho ni osebedo mang'eny ka chung'. Ochung' to osebedo kodong' mang'eny. To kodong' to ringo lal. To oduogo mana ka sama opportunity ni nitie. Kik wawuondre uru. Mano ng'at mok ni ready mar konyo Kasipul. Kwada bedo gi ng'at ma konyo Kasipul. Ng'at ma awinjo ni wacho wach remo momako ng'ato. Kare wach remo gi, we wagol jok manigi remo gi, waket gi gimbe gi ywe. Wakaw kendo ng'ata jo central bawinjo ko wacho kani jo central osetiyo mang'eny. Wambe wan jo South Kasipul ka, wambe wan members mag Kasipul constituency. Wambe wakawe uru ng'ata achiel, ana support Honorable Robert Ouko. Wuoyi ma tiring'inyi, wuoyi motegno, wuoyi mong'e gimoro education, ok adwa landora, ok adwa nwa landre mang'eny. Adwa nwa wacho matin. Wuodwa ni ochung' ka kendo wuok South Kasipul ka. Wambe wakawe uru ng'ata achiel, wapime uru gini. Kata wuoyi modhi sero, ang'eyo Gen Zs, ok dibukri ni dhi sero ng'ata achiel, inisero mana dala achiel ni imipono olemo, inisiko mana kichamo mapera, in tineno ka ji chamo maembe kamoro to kidwa dhiye, in mapechi ni emidwaro. Omiyo anta kwaya, kaponi wayweyo ot, to ayweuru ayweya gi yugi te manoa chon mondo kik wabed gi takataka kendo e ot kendo.
Wow, thank you so very much. Now, let me make it very clear that from the far end to this far end, I think you are all men. I want to consider you all men, including her, because you are here to look for votes, right? So I'm here, I'm the only lady, right? The only lady, all you are all men. Why am I saying I'm the only lady? Because I'm the only one that is carrying the heads of those you are looking votes from. So whatever you're going to say in this battlefield will help us gauge who are we really going to take in for this, because this is Kasipul politics, right? Tumeulizwa hapa, are we ready to have our house clean? Am I ready to clean my house? Personally, as Hope, I'm very ready to clean my house. And the only thing I'm going to use to clean my house is my vote. And then the other thing, the broom that I'm going to use to clean my house is now you seducers who are here to seduce our votes out there. That is going to make me to make a wise decision to pick one of you as my broom and have my house clean. Otherwise, my house is so dirty and it's disgusting. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the chance. Allow me to start like this. in politics here in Kasipul it has been bad. The reason why I'm saying this, nyakana chak somo madongo marom kama. Okador marom wacho ne gik maseneno ok gin gik mabeyo. Another thing, anyo ka osiepega ma support okino machiwa kabisa. Ok adayo ber. Kendo kada dalawa anya wachno sebire, makata bando gin ka osepogo. Okay, when I say when I kabiro chimo wach kamano chalo kama. Osechung tieng mangeny. Mandalo manore maneno beno kom Kasipul. No tame, no weyo. It's now the time moka osechung nero. Odoga step down matin. To when joma nyalo lead Kasipul no ka kom Kasipul to nade obed godo. Winjo wach machalo kamano. Then another Kasipul. Wasebedo gi lwenje mopogore opogore, and we youths mokwongo wago lwenje kama mang'eny kamae, to yore ka youth kumwa kata kura go waonge godo. To kura ni e yuech manyalo ywe ka ng'owa odini. To ka kura no waonge godo, ora ywe odini nang'o? How can we visit this house when you don't have votes? We need to have vote first, when we have votes. Ngati ma kore uso no hero, use kabisa, mara kore ki use, ing'ene ng'ani, ere nade, nyalo lead Kasipul, nyalo konyo Kasipul ka eri. An gi sani abiro ora gi Robert huko. Robert huko enga potin kabisa. Enga kijana. Keno support somo kabisa. O support somo. Keno kaka sani. Hala sani ni tino moka oma di school kisama ukirika. Mana kai puni yini go karangata majiwano. Kelo no watire school. Odi somo. Odi somo. Koro. Okay, thank you. I'm winding up. Koro. Waka urukura obya guru wodwa ni obeda ngowa obed malera. Thank you.
Okindo Majiwa team has talked too much. Let me give Mboya first and then I'll come back to you, Marian. That's okay.
Thank you. I think we are deviating away from the question. And I can make a biblical reference. When Jesus was choosing disciples, he never chose anyone manotim on a miracle. Otherwise, he would have had so many disciples. Seemingly, some members of our team have chosen, of this panel, have chosen disciples magjok magichango, and as a result, they are praising that. So there is a difference between being sound and critically alive than being just a lunatic or a fanatic, or I'm short of words to express that. So the thing is that, are we ready to sweep our house? Yes, we are ready. And the solution is through Edie Joseph. There's someone that does not carry any baggage. He's still a young man, barely 29 years. He's alive to the fact that the generation is highly changing and even acquainted with matters to do with artificial intelligence. That particular set of individuals, they cannot critically be alive to that. So with this one based on that and incorporation of the new ideas, why should we elect or have people who know all the corridors of a police station? They know when you want to infringe justice, this is the button to press. They know all the shortcuts that need to do. At least let us try someone who is very naive in this system so that he can take the system holistically without infringing any part of it. And by that, we'll be moving forward as I think as Kasipul.
Can I talk? Yes, thank you. I'm now back on a serious note because I've actually had people talking about other people, mentioning about some serious names, but the fact is that I have to support Mboya. Yes, it is time to sweep the house. And this can only be done by none other than Edie Joseph. Why am I saying this? Even in the Bible, there is a quote that says that, I only restrict you to carry out a single duty. So if you are a pastor, you remain being a pastor. If you are a businessman, you remain there. If you are a politician, then you simply come up as a young youth, as a young generation, so that you rescue these people. So being the case, Wasengeyo, ni Idi Joseph has been supporting actually almost, I can't count, but many students at KASIPUL. For example, when you go to Agorosare, there are students who are there because of Idi Joseph. He is supporting them, you see? Number two, for us as KASIPUL youth to have a proper vision through Idi Joseph, he has got, okay, so I'll have the mic later then, so thank you.
Yeah, Marion has allowed to donate some seconds for me. Now, I'm on your neck, kindly, and kindly face me. I heard you talk about we should elect as someone who is naive. You know, as a voter, I'm seated here, and you've already sent chills down my system. Because as KASIPUL, we need a leader who is able to stand for what he understands is the truth. Knowing the corners of the police station, everyone will know, even the one that you call naive, will know every corners of those police stations. And if they want to infringe any right, they will do it. So we want somebody who is bold enough, who can stand and defend what is really right. Thank you.
I want you guys to calm down. I want to instill wisdom. So, mine is Marion, and thanks for this chance. It's been a minute I talked. Tangu tuingia hapa sijaongea. And since everyone is talking about their aspirant, cleaning the house is dirty, sweepers ni wachafu and everything, I'm going to talk about Honorable Newton Kefa Ogada. I haven't had anyone talk about him here, and I'm here to talk about him. Since you guys want a clean house, you guys just don't know that there is a clean house already. You guys namtaki kuingia kwenye nyumba safi. And I'm talking about Newton, because since everyone here nimesikia kiongea, kuna basari imepeanwa, kuna shule amepeleka, kuna mtu hata anataka kuchukua watu wa majiwa pia apeleke shule. A lot has been said. Anyway, so talking about Newton, everyone has done something, infrastructure, education-wise, and everything. So I'm going to talk about Newton. When I'm talking about Newton, kila mtu hapa anamjua, right? If not, I'm going to let you know about him right now. Newton supports education. Newton supports anything that deals with the well-being of a community. We are talking about schools. We are talking about a health facility. We're talking about a place where kids can have a roof over their heads. And this is about, I'm talking about an orphanage. I'm talking about a school that God will provide, a church inside there God will provide, and I'm talking about a hospital as well. If you know burials, GWP. So if at all you are looking for someone, since you guys, not one, not have said you're sweeping the house, I'm talking about Kitambo. This is someone who is not new to politics, and at the same time, he has never been in this seat. This is a political person, he's a philanthropist. He has been in the field doing this community work and everything good to the community. Everything he has done has made a tangible impact to the community and its environs. And I'm going to urge us all of, if you are making any choices, it better be wise, sane, and sober. Are we good?
Okay, I need you to decide who is speaking.
Thank you very much. You say that your aspirant package, right? Responsibility yake dongi. How will he carry the responsibility of the people of KASIPUL? Nikirudi, I personally have been here and I'm here under the courtesy of Right Honorable Okindo Majiwa. We need to clean the house, right? The house of Kasipul imeshakuwa dirty. Ni kitu ilishakuwa dirty. Na ilikuwa dirty, si ndio? And you have been told, nimesikia wengine wakisema kwa jomoko wacho mang'eny ni onego bene yiero jogo ma poko ogeyo remo, donge jogo ma bende yani gin joma nyien e politics, donge. My question really, penjo mantiere go penjo machiek kabisa. Gin kanye sama ne jomoko timo introduction. Niwacho maler ni sama Mheshimiwa Dan Okindo Majiwa no chung 2017, of which sio vibaya, donge, odugo 2020. Do you know the reasons why no retreat? You don't know, donge. No, yes? Endorsement, sorry. Gimomiyo no timo endorsement nen gimoradi, achiel. Mheshimiwa Okindo Majiwa oluoro gik miluongo ni remo machwer. Winjo maler. Manomiyo his slogan hapo chini en kwe, hera kod dongruok kamili. Ong'eyo sit jo Kasipul. In terms of education, I'm a student leader in Rongo University. I'm your leader, right? Ibro yudo ka out of statistics mar students mar Rongo University, 126 Kasipul students there. Out of 126, I have 68 students who receive bursaries mar Right Honorable Okindo Majiwa. And not 2,000, not 3,000, but we have been receiving 6,000 each. Yeah, I have the proofs. If you need, naeza nikatoa. Yeah, we have exactly 6,000. And manopoko the. What if akienda?
Yeah, you were asked a question, and it's like you're not going to finish this session. Okay, note it down. Please note it down. Please note it down. Then. Okay, fine. I want you guys to finish speaking, then we have the same house, then we continue. Are we good now? There were people talking this side, so are you done? So, yes, please. You answer the question. 30 seconds, please.
Okay, I think the baggage that I'm referring to, or the naivety that I'm referring to, it means that this is someone that does not have any burden to carry. And to be precise, Mheshimiwa Idi Joseph does not have any criminal case that he is currently pursuing. He does not have any blood on his name. He does not have any case of fraud that is currently pursuing or handling. So he has all the time, he has all the energy to invest it into the affairs of Kasipul. And that is what I meant, not unless maybe they misread me.
Thank you so much. I think time is not on our side, so we'll use little time. And because I'm one person representing Philip, I think I need an extra minute, if you so wish. I'm just one person. They're talking like three people. It's 3 minutes against a minute.
So you want to give an answer to the sweeping the house, or you want to ask the question?
I'm answering to the question of the sweeping of the house.
Okay, strictly 1 minute. It's 1 minute.
Okay. Now, I hear sweeping of the house simply means that we as youths, particularly Gen Zs, have to register as voters, must have IDs cards and register as voters, so that when we are going for the elections, you have your weapon. The weapon here is the voter's card. Because if you don't have the voter's card, sometimes your decision might not count, or your opinion might not count. So we urge members of the public, particularly the youths, that they have to register as voters, and to those who do not have ID, they can pursue to get one, so that we clean the house. When we clean the house, we bring in new leadership that is not having any bad garbage, as they term it. Philip Aroko is one who has demonstrated that. Many people talk of this story of, oh, he did this criminal case and all these other things. No one is above the courts. When the law says there's nothing, there's nothing. And they did everything possible. Mheshimiwa Philip Aroko is one person who does not even, he doesn't even have a taste of blood. That guy is so clean, super clean. So you are having a leader who can push the agenda of our youth forward. He has demonstrated before. When we are talking about education, he has demonstrated before. Like people talk of bursaries, 100 people, all these other people who are taken care of. Philip Aroko has taken care of more than 2,000 people. Last year, when we gave a bursary of 6 million, 2024, those who are sponsored under Aroko Foundation are 250 people. I'm the director there. I know I have facts. And in fact, North Kamagak, where the Mheshimiwa Majiwa comes from, we are taking care of some people. Yeah. So you will just bring the proofs. I give you the receipts. It's okay. Yeah. So the issue of bursary, nobody has given bursary way better among the aspirants as compared to what Philip Aroko has done. But again, it's not about competition of who gives more bursary, who gives less, who has not given. The fact is, who has demonstrated that given power, you can push the matters of education to the highest level. Mheshimiwa launched VIAO, that is the Ochimbo Vocational Training College, down there in Sino. He laid the foundation stone in line with education. We have supported, away from those who are giving bursaries, we have taken care of some people directly, fully sponsored under the Aroko Foundation. When you go to health, we've done medical camps to demonstrate that given chance, we can lobby the national government, and we can lobby from private sectors to help us curb the issue of health. We need to have medicines, we need to have doctors or the right people who can take care of our sick people. You know, the world we are in today, people get sick. But when there are no proper medicine or proper medical care, sometimes it becomes a difficult thing. So with the resources from the national government allocated to the NGCDF, it is not enough to take care of all these other sectors. We need one who can help to rally the support of various sectors so that our constituency can grow. And we need to do this when we as youths register as voters, okay? It is clear as day and night that there is no contender who is most loved than Philip Aroko. So I rally, relax. Even Mheshimiwa Majiwa is going to vote for Aroko. That is the saddest truth. So, thank you.
Okay. Oh, wait a minute. I'm the one who's supposed to be giving the order, not you. Sorry for that. You want to help me? It's okay. Thank you. I don't need help currently. Yeah, thank you. Okay, I just want to remind you that we're live at Triple T Media, Kenya at YouTube, and Homa Bay TV on Facebook. So you want to remind me something? It's not help. If you have a question, I'll give you the mic. I hope it's not to me. Thank you.
It's to you. So when you're sending the invitation, you sent it to Gen Zs, if I'm clear. No. Then also you said that you have to have each aspirant to send 3 people. No. Now it means that if an aspirant failed to send 3 people, there is no added time because he or she was supposed to send 3 people. So even him, you need to give him 1 minute for that one person.
Actually, I told him 1 minute.
Yeah. So no, the question is you added him because of 1 minute. Yeah. So there is nothing that you're giving somebody a favor because the time. Otherwise, because of the.
Please correct that. I didn't have him.
Okay, you didn't. Oh, you told him. Yeah, you told him to add the time.
Thank you so much. Talking of a sober mind, full of wisdom, and our Luo language say that pek marter nyang, emamio nyang nimo. The question was, youths, are we ready to clean our house? Ngato ka keni en ngano wacho ni the house is not dirty. No, it is dirty, and you know it is dirty. Number 1, I don't feel if the youths are fully ready. We are going for a by-election. Going with what is provided in the constitution is that upon having a by-election, we don't have a registration of new electorates. We use the one that we have previously. The youths, we have 2 roles. 1, if you participated or you are already having a voter's card, you have to go to the voting station with 3 things. 1, your brain in a sober manner. Secondly, your voting card. And thirdly, a solution to clean the house. The second role for the youths, if you know you are not going to vote because you haven't registered as a voter, then you should be in a capacity to influence and to send a good message to that old person who is a voter. Because in the last election, I was an IBC official in my polling station. Some people would come and in an ODM no, chuanate. So we have to help them right now by telling them it is not all about chuanate. It is all about this person because of this reason. So those are the 2 things as the youths we have to do for us to be ready fully. Let me just restrict myself to the question. For us to be ready to sweep the house. But as I'm going to sit, the safest broom that will clean the house very well through all the corners, because you cannot clean a house that you don't understand where the corner is and where the door and the window is. The best broom is Daniel Okindo Majiwa. Thank you.
You want to talk about the sweeping the house again? I'll cut you short for that, please. Now, we have representatives representing different aspirants. This brings me to the question: do we really know the roles of an MP? I'll give everyone a chance to mention at least 4. So from there, we'll know what we'll discuss. So who wants to go first?
The Constitution documents 3 main roles of a member of parliament, but that can be stretched: legislation, oversight, and representation. We need to have a leader who is going to represent our people, and one who is going to do legislation, present bills and motion in parliament, and debate to its full effect. There are many things that can be taken care of in KASIPUL, because that is where we will rotate. And Mheshimiwa Philip Aroko is one person who is sober, focused, and ready to serve the constituents without favor. He is one who is very focused, and he can rally the support of everyone, including the business people across the constituency and beyond, to help our people move forward. So answering to your question, the roles of MP is one who can legislate, one who can represent or do oversight according to the Constitution. Thank you.
Oh. The functions are so clear, like there's no difference. But apart from the 3, there's budgetary functions. Yeah.
Anyone else who has
Not to repeat or add. Repeat.
I got the question well from her, that each person to say at least 3. Yeah, so it means all of us. So representation, that is one of the roles in legislation and oversighting. Daniel Okindo is the best person that knows how to legislate, to represent. He knows very well how to represent females, especially females, in terms of development, improving their health. So if you want to know, if you go to the dictionary and or even AIs now to Google what is the role of an MP, he will tell you the role of Okindo Majiwa is to legislate, represent. In fact, it should be changed to be, if you want to know this exact role, it should be the exact role. Now know the personality of Okindo Majiwa. Thank you.
Okay, I think the roles of the MP are clearly stated in the Constitution, the 3 of them, which Bill have stated. I don't want to repeat, but rather to pull a disclaimer. I think we are demoting this debate into a primary school standard debate, because Of course, we understand some of us are students. But in as much as we are students, let us make this thing, we are representing personalities. Let us not demote this debate so that it appears like just throwing tantrums instead of making up points. Let us bring the points that we have about these people. Yes, we know, like even as we know that the right candidate, we can say it's so and so. We don't need to repeat. If we have to repeat, why can't we at least bring a point to prove?
I'll directly answer your question. I don't wish to repeat what he has said. We should not reduce this conversation to heckling. So I think he has said that. So going directly to what you asked, I think it is stated clearly in the Constitution. I think that is Article 95, to be precise. The roles of an MP is one, oversight, representation, and legislation. So I think that is clearly stated. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Going straight to the roles of an MP, one of the roles that our former member of parliament could do best, of course, one of the roles is a political leader. You lobby for a political party, where there was a song that right now the Firimbi movement, women are singing, that party is ODM. Wherever he went, he was saying ODM, ODM. That is one of the roles of an MP. Another thing, yeah, because as a political leader, you have to lobby for your own party. Sindio? Then another thing, we have, they pass the bills and they also pass the laws. But a very touching issue or a very touching role here is the development of the NCDF funds. Another thing about the MPs, they also lobby they lobby for funds and support from the outside. This can only happen through the connection that they have with the other parts of the country. It is very unfortunate that this is the third or the fourth year that we have a President, William Samoei Ruto. He has been working in every constituency, every county. But in Kasipul constituency, there is no single project he ever came to launch during the last regime before Mheshimiwa died. So it is high time we have somebody who can lobby for these resources. Going back to the NCDF, this is where Kasipul, we have a problem. We cannot have a constituency where it's being managed by lunatics, tumbocrats, people who are full of themselves. For you to get a bursary, you must worship somebody. For you to get a bursary, first of all, by the way, I was denied the bursary because they felt my grandpa was associated to Philip Paroko team by then. I couldn't get a bursary because of that. So for us in cleaning the house or as a role of an MP, we need somebody who is very sober, who is going there because of the people. Another thing is about representation. Are you going to represent those whom you've killed? Are you going to represent those whom you even don't know the words? You are going to represent Kasipul. One of the MP aspirant here posted in Facebook. Do we have even that word? I even forget the word. Yes, he introduced a new word. So you introduce a new word and you want to represent Kasipul constituency. Those are some of the leaders we don't need to give them a chance. Another thing, lastly, the most important thing is lobbying of resources. Here will help us to empower the youths. This one will help the constituency boss to empower the youth. There are funds, if you lobby. There are some constituencies where students are paying 2,000. If we have a sober person, somebody who knows what an MP should do, then we cannot be here talking about people sponsored in Agorosare. We can be talking about those in day school paying 2,000. If we have somebody who understands the system, where do you think somebody like Babu Weno get the funds? Is he not an MP like an MP of Kasipul? Where do you think somebody like this guy from the mountain, the MP, mwenye alikuwa anafuata babu, yeah, did he get the funds to sponsor or to give the scholarship to high school students? We need somebody who is going there to help us. So as we talk, maybe you have received some token from your aspirant on your way here. I'm concluding, on your way here. But let us argue soberly. Sawa sawa. Hapa ukilizi, if you tell me a sober thing, I can change my mind. But I'm telling you a sober thing. The only broom is Daniel Okindomaji. Thank you.
Okay, anyone else? You already spoke, so I won't give you the chance. I'm so sorry, note it down. Okay, now, back to, we have aspirants and representatives. You're asking for people's votes. What makes them different from the past leaders who promised change but failed to deliver? Bill, I won't give you the mic first. I'll give. Oh, yes, you as a representative for Daniel Okindo Majiwa, right? What makes them different from the past leaders who promised change but failed to deliver? No, I'm not giving you the mic first. I was just repeating for you the question.
Okay, thank you for the chance. To make the difference between with the past, the politics you're having in the past was a very bad politics, of which watu wa KASIPUL wanajua kitu kaa hiyo. Ging'eyo kasa mani KASIPUL kachalo. And so long as bedo marach, emomiyo ji bende wuok oko, emomiyo nyaka koro lok telo masani niere. Dine telo bed maber. Gimotimore sani ne okotimore. Kendo de ji kucho te nyaka ke sani. To gimotimore ne rach ne jopiny bende, emomiyo nyaka obed gi change moro e KASIPUL. I hope so I'm done.
Okay. What makes Mheshimiwa Philip Paroko outstanding? It's because one is in a position to put smile on the faces of our mothers, our fathers, and even children at large. How do you do this? When a parent has a problem with paying school fee, Mheshimiwa Philip Paroko will come through for you through Aroko Foundation. We can increase the number from the 250 fully sponsored students even to 1,000. The more you bring the names, we pick them. We are having a program coming up for the bursary in a few, and it will be mega, more than what we did last time. So Mheshimiwa Aroko has taken care of education and is going to do more. What he needs is the platform to push this agenda. Is one who is going to ensure that insecurity will never thrive again in this constituency. Because we had leaders who did not even sit down the security sector. It is very sad that up to now we're still losing lives in this constituency. We want someone who can sit down the president and say that we have a problem, help us fix it. We have a challenge, help us solve it. And that is Philip Paroko. He's an outgoer, he's a go-getter. One of our members said that we need a leader who is naive. We don't need a leader who is naive. We need a leader who is aggressive and member of parliament. Whenever you walk out there in the streets or whichever city across the country, when you are asked where, okay.
Thank you.
Okay, I think I'll respond this way. What makes the difference is one, generally the approach, and that is one. I think what maybe I would wish that we argued was what each and every candidate was presenting in their manifesto. So I would want to say that generally the approach and how are we going to solve the and the challenges that KASIPUL is facing, we need a clear roadmap, right? We need practical solutions. So that is what we are offering. And I'll appreciate when we'll be able to table our manifestos, then we'll be able to demonstrate clearly how we're going to, how we are offering practical solutions to these challenges. Yeah.
Okay. What is unique about ED? Mheshimiwa Edi Joseph, I think I've known him for half of my lifetime on earth. And I've known him as someone quite passionate, quite focused, not easily distracted, and with a background in resource management, which he has done, and the fact that currently he's being able to invest so much in AI and trying to get practical real-time solutions which are a little bit quicker and faster. Theoretically, documents from his current researches that he has done with the tools, the AI tools that is currently developed, that whatever KASIPUL is suffering for is not lack of resources. Because in the first place, why should you apply for bursary and yet you are a bona fide constituent of KASIPUL? That one, there is no need. We have database. There are people that we know, their students are known, where they come from, the support that they need. And I think if we go towards that direction, we can really be able to push KASIPUL to, I think, a national limelight, because currently KASIPUL is known for all the bad reasons. I was somewhere and I didn't really like when I introduced myself, I come from KASIPUL, what I was told. And those are the narratives that I think even really pushed his mind to venture into this agenda. He's not doing it because he wants fame. He's not doing it because he's protecting any wealth. He's not doing it to protect any name or anything, but doing it out of passion because of the problems that he has seen already on the ground.
Thank you so much. What makes Majiwa unique from other aspirants is very simple. One is God-fearing. That the only person whom I can say is another God-fearing person is Newton Ogada, to be honest with you. Number two, Mheshimiwa Daniel Okindo Majiwa, like my friend has said, he has been long enough in this politics that he understands it. But all this time amekuwa hapa, waliheshimiana sana with the former area MP. Walikuwa wanashindana, anashindwa, he relax. At some point anaenda kuichukua, ana relax. But I never had a situation where his team and the other team wamegongana kabimgiguok to an extent of killing somebody. So another thing, Mheshimiwa Daniel Okindo Majiwa has been here. He has been with our people. Saidia hata sio wakati wa politics peke yake. He has been there hata hiyo time ya corona. He was there and he still. He's very different from somebody who came yesterday and wants to take over KASIPUL. Why the sudden love? Why do you, like even a lady, you cannot go and seduce a lady on day one and you expect a yes, then you go up, unaenda kwa nyumba kushangilia. No, you have to keep on pressing. Unaambiwa down, you keep on pressing. The last thing that makes him unique is that he is not here to compete anybody. He is here to bring change for KASIPUL. And the only thing he's saying through his slogan, Kue, Herakot Dongro, is very simple. We have to kill a youth. We have to use a youth to carry a panga to go and kill another youth. Then it's very simple. We will just leave it because he has something giving and supporting the community. So this is one thing that makes him unique from all these other aspirants. Thank you.
Okay. Talking about Newton, I'm going to say that what makes him different from other aspirants, or from the last whatever, not the last, from the last aspirants, is that he has continuously showed up for his constituents, even without the seat being vacant. He has done whatever he was supposed to do without fail, and he has continued showing up for the people of his constituents, times without number. And again, he has empowered the people in his community by registering them to, I think, CBOs. And again, Newton doesn't believe in giving handouts. Instead, he empowers the community by creating opportunities.
let me pass it.
Okay, thank you for this time again. An pod abro dhi gi dholuo. Un samoro ok odwa ni jowa gi owinju. Mokwongo, awinjo kowacho ni aspirants mong'e Nyasaye gin mana ariyo. Ada penji, in sama Robert Ouko dhi nindo, in kode iwinjo kokolem, iwinje kanisa ok Nyasaye ok ochuno nyaka idhi ire kanisa. Nyasaye nyalo wuogo kata in mibet kane. Samoro onding'i moro maki matek dichiel iseluongo nying Nyasaye odhi okonyi. Wawe uketo gik moko mag miriambo kaso quotes moko ma wawacho ni kia aspirant na ogolo omiyo ji 3,000 basari. Next time kuluongo interview machal kama, wadwa nunyisowa chon to wabiro gi receipts, wabiro gi evidence, wawe uriambo. An kaka ng'at Robert Ouko, adwa wacho adier. Robert Ouko ok en in a position mar chiwo ne nyithindo 3,000 basari. But okawo nyithindo ma in fact ka in gi nyathini moro e dhot ma aspirant ni no tamore tero ni school, manywa wadhi kawo ni nyathino mwaterni kata mawego ka mine ka somo, to koko somo to bi dalawa iket nyathino no dak dalawa nyaka chieng' moro obi gi certificate mar college. Mar ariyo, Honorable Robert Ouko, anta wacho mana adier, empowerment ka wan ok wariamb ni wanyiewo ne ji ndege. Wan youths muneno kagi ma moko tiyo gi aspirants to ok dwa konyo kosetieko tichgi. Wakawogi to wadhi wakawo negi apiko mag loan kacha ka. To wachulo ne mana gi deposit. Wanyiso ni omera wuod wegi ikipiki ne chul iyud pesa ni moro kik ibed jakuo. Kik idhi bed gi team moro marach moro madhi ori ni dhi ne ng'ato. Wawe uriambo ng'ane. Ang'ene ka kwawuok ta josiasa wage dhi ang'eni dhi miu gimoro. To we uriambo mondo koro udhi yud gimoro maduong'. Wawachura wacha adier kech kasipul adier kasipul dung remo, wawe uriambo. Kasipul dung remo makata unu ng'eyo. We umo gik moko ma ok nyalre, we uwuondoru. Wawachura wacha adier ok dhi maku, usebiro, transport no seor, udhi dok ma safe. We uriambo jodala.
Okay, wawach kama. Mheshimiwa Robert Ouko ok obiro mondo mi okel lweny Kasipul. To biro mondo mi kwe moro be mondo mi kwe obedie. To being ni odwaro kom mar Kasipul, ok nyis ni ok ong'eyo Nyasaye ka jomoko wacho. Kendo wakonu ni majiwa to osedwaro kom mang'eny kendo kabisa. Masani kae ber. Onge development moro odhi otimo yuego. Onge development moro otimo odhi yuego. Owene joma pok oringo piny kama timo nade bende oringo oyudo kom mar ang'o mar Kasipul. Nikech gini noseyudo chon. Ndalo mano weno nosebae. So now we have to come with a new politics. Masa moro politics masa moro donje yen mar kwe, but kolo kwe modwaro ni ema Robert Ouko timo nade dhi kelo kod dongruok makende modhi miyo jo Kasipul. Kwa yeuru mondo kwe ma Kasipul timo nade obedo ko dhi kelo pogruok moro ma imaji basari cha an no ma basari with the working the MP sani. No gol nyinge basari. I'm a student, asomo secret technical kacha. No gol basari nyinga. Okalor mar wacho mano. Koro mago te kano ang'iyero okolor mar wacho mago mago te kwang'iyo those are bad politics ming'iyo ni ng'ane ka support ng'ane by that time mo make basari no na support ng'ato tiwe ng'ane support ng'ane support ng'ane koro ok miya ng'owa ok miyi basari then why would then the tell then would ku what you need chuth why would life threatening Robert Ouko ok be threatening life mari life threatening kan threatening life mar ng'ato nyiso ni bende timo nade ng'ani ok en safe kama entiere koro beduru okeluru kwe Kasipul mar Robert Ouko dhi kelo Kasipul kae ni eru kamano.
We will give you bursary, don't worry. If you didn't get, you can give me your details after this. Aroko Foundation will take care of that. Don't worry, bro. Yeah.
Okay, first, let me say this. How do we know that someone is God-fearing, and how also does paying bursaries to students also qualify someone to vie for the MP seat? Think about those. Okay.
Parani Oewani Monda, me think about that. With that question, of course, some people think about that. Allow me, Mondomi Anyal, Wacho Gemoro, Sipa Moskum, give me Wachocha. To my brother here, think ni ngatangata muyo karkaiki uwe gimanitiere. If you are in need of handouts, I have them. I have the proofs out of the 68 students from Dongo University, ni under the courtesy mar Right Honorable Daniel Kindo Majiwa. Kopogore gi mano, second on that nitiere donge. Maseno, there you have, right? Exactly. Besides that, kwalando wach mar Mheshimiwa Dan Okindo Majiwa, we support him, right? The reason that's why we are behind him is one thing. Remember ni as in Kasipul osebedo ka tugo mpira moro. There's this slogan mane nitiere ga in 2017 ni we are in a field. And where there's a player, there must be a receiver, right? And where there's a receiver, there must be coaches. Whereby coaches never be referred as kaka joping. And the receiver nen ngamane play matugo toka play osetimore osetugo. By the time Right Honorable Sir Charles, the late Sir Charles Okindo, Sir Charles was in area MP, right? No bed MP okwadagi. He was an MP, but king yo samane ntiere chande ni doka ntiere lweny mane gore. The reason as to why Mheshimiwa Okindo Majiwa no luor en gimoro achiel. Gimoro achiel ma katempo pod wero nyaka sani ko gikne nyaka remo chwer. Mondo mi obede komno to ok odhi bedo. To ko gik nutere kod kwe, hera kod dongruok, to mano timruok nade odhi. Namba ariyo ni mano, onge tiende water ng'at mosedak away kod biro sani. Kosebuodhore sani, koko wuok gi foundation, wuok gi kiang. Magi ema kelo loso buche moko mani oko mar constituency mar Kasipul. Magi ema chak kelo gine moko miyudo ka ng'ato osakosieko ka gi words moko ma embu sieko gi words ma embu create kien. Winja maler. Koro I'm winding up. Koro sama mago biro kanyo no eko, watemo ni ber tero ng'ama ong'e sit jo Kasipul as a whole, mong'eyo ber kod chandruok ma jo Kasipul kadhie. Mano biro under the courtesy mar Right Honorable Okindo Majiwa.
If you're repeating something, I won't give you the mic. Okay.
You asked that let us lobby for why the people for Kasipul can support, not to protect. And so there is a sin, that's why you are trying to protect somebody. We are not supposed to go there. We are here to lobby for the support, why the Kasipul people support Okindo. One is because if there is education in a constituency, it means everybody knows what is he or she is supposed to do and where they supposed to do that thing. When we have that mindset that I need to take my students to school, it means that even my future of that constituency is somewhere. When there is a better health system that is supported by Okindo and who has brought those better health system, then even the constituency member will be proud. The constituency members will be proud of them. Like now, I am proud of Babu Owino, but he is not my MP because he's doing something good. The people of Embakasi East are proud of him because what he has done. That is what Okindo is lobbying for. What is he advocating for? Not to give handouts or not to protect anybody, not to protect any form of a thing. Health system, better roads, good insecurity, good governance, zero insecurity, unlike others. Thank you.
Okay, we've heard how unique you are. There's a question. Please, I'll cut because everybody has a question. I'm seeing like 1, 2, 3, 4 hands for questions. So I'll just let you guys know the question. You can type it somewhere and share. Then we'll answer. Someone who feels like answering will answer. So we've heard about the uniqueness and about your aspirants, and mostly I find that they share the uniqueness. Now that's where the problem is. They're not unique. So my question is, we know the roles of an MP. I just want to know how these upcoming MPs are going to, the systems they're going to use in place to make leadership transparent and participatory, especially for the youths, because the debate here was all about youth. How are they going to make it transparent? How are they going to make it participatory to everyone? Because every now and then the politicians or the MPs, right now we are measuring mostly on the MP seat, which is vacant. They come, tell us they'll work on the development, the infrastructure, legislation, representation, advocacy, but they don't put a system showing the transparency on ways they're using that on, or they don't involve youths to do the participatory in issues of advocacy. How is your aspirant going to put that system into place? Okay.
Now, I think we had made it clear at first that I'm representing the voters. So before we come to a conclusion of the past or the initial topic that was going on, every aspirant or representative was given an opportunity to speak. As a representative of the voters, I also have to have an opportunity to talk. One, so let me just take you back a little, and then you pick it up from there. Now, I had a representative of an aspirant talking about his aspirant is not a competitor to anyone. You are in competition, and that is why you are here. All these are representatives of aspirants. They are here to showcase whatever their aspirants can do to Kasipulians so that they can be voted in. And that is one, that is competition. Two, seducing. We can have somebody who wants to be an MP today. We've never heard of him. But again, he can seduce us or she can seduce us and win our heart. And we give him or her our votes. So a matter of as somebody has been away or has not been in the ground for what, tell us what your aspirant is capable of, or the change that the aspirant is capable of bringing into Kasipul so that we give him or her the vote. Lastly, I've heard all of you talk about every other thing that is uniform to all of you. I'm not getting the part of security. Security is the bond of contention in Kasipul. Let us not shy away from this kindly. As we proceed, security, top.
Now, on the youth perspective, we have so many youths who are talented in various sectors. And Mheshimiwa Philip Paroko, answering to the question one, we plan to build a talent hub. Mheshimiwa Philip Paroko wants to build a talent hub, and we are going to have even the soccer academy for our youth, because mostly sports, youths take care of that. Those doing content and these other things, we have to fully bring youths on board. He has demonstrated, because the Aroko Foundation, from the top leadership, Mheshimiwa Philip Paroko left it for the youths in the constituency. And it is the youths who can verify and validate those who give request, whether it comes to kujenga nyumba, kupeana bursary, and every other support that the foundation would give. So first, we must have a talent hub for the youths. And that one, I think it would even be the first in the entire county out of the 8 sub-counties. And that will be a milestone when we make youths, when we engage the youths and make them busy, we will reduce insecurity, because most of the insecurity is breeded by the virtue. Both. Yeah, but I'm very specific to yours as to how youths will be taken care of. I think that was your question. The system? Or the system we will use to bring transparency in everything that is doing. First, we are cracking away the systems. You know, these systems, they are form of bureaucracies. So there is direct, I'm answering to you, there is direct link between Mheshimiwa Philip Paroko and the constituents. Mheshimiwa Paroko does not need conduits or the system to galvanize issues and so forth. It talks to the constituents directly on barasas, physically. We have meetings, like there is office there. Engaging the constituents directly. That is not system, that is your wording. This is a direct engagement. We are trying to do away with these bureaucracies of systems. Okay? Mheshimiwa Roko is someone who cannot be coerced or cannot be put into a circle of bureaucracies. Let's do this, or this is the system we use. No, he engages the constituents directly, either through phone call or physically. Physically can happen in these barazas, in churches. When my friends here talk of, oh, Nani loves God and so forth, there's nobody who loves God than Aroko of these aspirants, because Aroko has built churches, more than 38. He has participated in building churches, the fund drives in these churches. The aspirants here, they don't even talk about church. They only say they go and pray and these are the stories. We need one who can demonstrate. It is not time for stories. We need actions. And one person who is outstanding about what he does is Mheshimiwa Philip Aroko. So I want to beseech all my members here to join Good Life. Good Life is a boat that is not sinking anytime soon. And this is, I hope everyone needs Good Life. If you want Good Life, the brand ambassador of Good Life is Honorable Philip Aroko. And what is Good Life? Good education, proper security, good infrastructure, good health system, and that is Good Life. Thank you.
Okay, I want to know how they'll bring the transparency between, in that issues of good education, good security, infrastructure, health, and everything. I want to know how the transparency is going to be in between the constituents and the national government and plus the MPs.
Thank you so much. First of all, for you to have a solution of a problem, you must first get the root of the problem. Oh, thank you. You must have the roots to the problem. One, if you involve the constituents, the voters directly, you get their suggestion, then it's very easy to solve the problem.
When I represented you as Mheshimiwa Idi, these are the findings, these are the things I talked about. So you can call him a leader, you can call him boss, Mheshimiwa, whichever the name. So it is the right English, okay? Don't panic about that. The most important thing that the person who I refer to as my boss, in about 3-4 months will be your member of parliament. So you can as well call him your boss. Yeah, I'm here to enlighten. Okay, the question as to why I'm here. I'm here because, one, the welfare of our people, okay? Yeah, don't panic, bro. We got you.
Okay,
You asked on the system. Abraham Lincoln always say, democracy is power for the people, by the people, and for the people of Kasipul. Let me say that. So, Okindo will use the system of Abraham Lincoln that has been there for years, that has helped for us so that we can come and stand here to talk about the politics of Kasipul, because there was a democracy somewhere. With this democracy, with this power being given to youths, being given to elders, being given to kids, they will have the power to go to school. They will have the power to walk past 9 p.m. They will have the power to go to hospital and being questioned, where is your Asha? Here it is. So the system that he will use is that one of just following democracy. And of course, when you follow democracy, God will provide a good life. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, and because of time, we'll have to end here. It's not about our negligence, we started late, but it was a 3-hour session. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so I'll thank you everyone for your voices and your vision. And let us remember, power is not a reward, it's a responsibility, and let's hold each other accountable. And above all, let's build